and welcome to Smaulgld's American Silver Eagle sales report for the month of October 2016. American Silver Eagle sales rebounded 128% in October. U.S. Mint sold 3,825,000 American Silver Eagle coins in October. This was up 128% from the 1,675,000 American Eagle coins sold in September, and up 1% from the 3,788,000 sold in October 2015. American Silver Eagle sales in October were the second highest October total in the country in the coin's 30-year history. We'll show you a chart in a few minutes. Year to date, American Silver Eagle coin sales are at 34,400,500. The silver to gold sales ratio, as measured by the number of American Silver Eagle coins sold to the number of American 1-ounce American Gold Eagle coins, was 38-1 in October. Through October 16, sales of American Silver Eagles are 13.7% lower than 2015's record sales pace of 39,842,500 through the same time period. Now, the American Silver Eagle sales by month, October reflects a return to the robust sales of the first 5 months of the year, when the U.S. Mint sold nearly 6 million in January, nearly 5 million in February, 4 million in March, 4 million in April, 4.5 million in May, and then it kind of all fell off the table. But sales of American Silver Eagles have come roaring back in October. As we mentioned, it was the second largest October sales month ever in the coin's 30-year history, and that put the American Silver Eagle sales in October up 128% from September's 1.6 million sales, and also up nearly 200% from the low point in the year in August of only 1,280,000 American Silver Eagles sold. So this year's been an interesting year. The sales were very strong at the beginning of the year. It looked like the authorized purchasers took up the U.S. Mint on its offer to have no rations whatsoever, and the authorized purchasers bought them. But I guess as the price rose in the beginning of the year, they had less sales as they anticipated. So it looked like the authorized purchasers held off on buying in the midsummer months to the end of September because they had ample inventory on hand. Now also, I think back in August, the U.S. Mint announced that it had stopped making American Silver Eagles. So we don't know what these numbers reflect, because what might have happened was the U.S. Mint in August, seeing that they had produced, I guess at the time, about 25, 26, 27 million, or it sold to authorized purchasers 25, 26, 27 million American Silver Eagles, that maybe they had just produced a set amount and they realized that at the current pace they were not going to need to produce anymore. So I don't know if the U.S. Mint has already finished producing American Silver Eagles for the year. They have a set amount that they're going to get rid of by the end of the year, or if they will restart, or have already restarted producing more based on the current October surge. Hard to say what's going on, but we'll see what happens in November and December. As we mentioned, October sales of American Silver Eagles were the second highest number ever sold in October. The first highest was in 2014, with nearly 6 million were sold, and last year was the third highest amount, with, as we mentioned, just under 3.8 million American Silver Eagles sold. Here's a chart on silver ETFs. That's also getting some of the investment demand, of pulling it away from physical bullion. As you can see, this year the amounts that are in silver ETFs has risen at a nice clip. Where does this put us for the year? Well, we're at 34.4 million in 2016 so far. Last year, the U.S. Mint sold a record 47 million. The year before that, they sold 44 million. The year before that, they sold 42 million. So it looks like none of those of the last 3 years sales targets will be hit this year. absent some stunning sales in the final 6 to 8 weeks of the year. But it looks like this year will probably be able to surpass 2011's 39.87 million, which would make this year, if it continues at the current pace, the fourth largest selling year of American Silver Eagles. What's going on here? All right. Premiums on American Silver Eagles, as you can see, really you're in good shape. The premiums are not too high right now, which reflects that both authorized purchasers and retail dealers are fairly well stocked. They've crept up just a little bit in October, which may show some signs of not necessarily tightening, but some sign that retail dealers realize that there's some demand and they can tack on a little extra premium on their inventory and not impact sales. Now, the silver to gold sales ratio, we mentioned this yesterday in the Gold Eagle report. We see it coming down. We see increasing amounts of gold being sold in comparison to the amount of silver being sold on a retail basis. And as you can see here, during the financial crisis, gold was definitely selling at a better ratio to silver than it was in 2014. As you can see, in 2014, when silver was really cheap, the U.S. Mint sold 106 times more Silver Eagles than 1 ounce American Gold Eagles. But back during the financial crisis, gold was the go-to metal, and then the ratio was only 21 to 1. The ratio this year has dropped and is now at 52 to 1 through October. In 1999 or 1998, one of the 2 years, the ratio was as low as 2.8 million when the U.S. Mint sold 1.5 million American Gold Eagles and only a few 100,000 Silver Eagles. So silver has become more popular in the last 10-15 years and certainly in the last 5 years, but gold has kind of returned in the last, I'd say, 18 months, and more specifically in the last 6 months. The gold sales have really picked up. What's the gold silver ratio? Well, gold again over the last few months has increased in price or decreased less than silver, and therefore the gold silver ratio remains above 71. And normally in a bull market, silver will outperform gold and will rise higher, and in a bear market it will fall faster. Right now it looks like gold is leading in terms of price, and if the gold this I think we took a pause in September and October, and after we'd stabilized over the summer, if gold resumes its charge up higher towards the end of the year, then we'll probably also see a lag effect where silver then plays some catch up, and then if the gold bull market continues, silver might then start to outrun gold, and your gold silver ratio might fall back down into the 60s or even 50s. In any event, if you're interested in buying Silver Eagles, we've got a number of places on the Smaulgld website to do so. If you do purchase through Smaulgld, through any of the links or the banners on the site, Smaulgld will receive a small commission, helps cover the cost of running the site. And if you do buy, you will pay no more, no less than if you visited the sites on your own directly instead of through the links or banners. So please help the site out if you are indeed interested in buying Silver Eagles. And also please subscribe to Smaulgld. You do that by putting in your email up top. And also follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thank you very much.